Thank you, Coach. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Washington football team. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
That's the reason we brought for circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
First carry for Carlos Hyde. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Washington.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Bryce Love. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
Ball carrier.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard.
Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd down, it's Love. And he will take this all the way down to the Cardinals' 24. That one good for 33 and a first.
A
couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive.
It's a gain of 10.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Haskins on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman.
The ball.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 20-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Murray going to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play fake. Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, a 22.
First down.
Well, no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets. They don't do any of that. Just go back out the next drive and act like it never happened. And that's what we're seeing here.
25 yards.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Simmons on the tackle. No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Now Haskins to throw on second down. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar.
Circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
Ball carrier.
Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
Washington.
Now Haskins on first down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
A gain of 4.
6 yards left on second down.
At the 12-yard line.
Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
Makes this Washington 7, Cardinals nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Johnson now returning. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start first and 10. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
He brought him down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Shotgun now from Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Murray. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
The end of the first quarter with this Washington 7, Cardinals nothing.
Second and 6. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Carrier. He was brought down by Kendall Fuller. That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. It was Jonathan Bostic there on the stop.
On the pickup.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Murray. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race.
Oh, you got to feel it,
and
baby.
he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
10 at their own 26-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. They fake the handoff. Now Murray gets it off to Freeman. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Mike 50, Mike 50. We ain't giving them nothing to do.
Murray now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
No hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'm going one for the safe, boy, till there's nothing left. I'm going for the bread until we all but them buckets.
Second and 10.
They're going to need some therapy after this. Play 22 is coming.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is really thrown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Going deep for Hopkins. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Here's Haskins, a quick throw out wide. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
First down, Washington.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. 3 yards the gain there, second down. 2nd and 7 from the 20.
Pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Cardinals' 20-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Third and 2, now Haskins. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones.
When I watch Chandler Jones play for the Arizona Cardinals, I actually get a little bit jealous because he does his job as well as anyone in the league. He's played 64 games for Arizona starting this season. 60 sacks in that time frame. That's just under 1 per game. That type of success rate will not only keep you on the field, but also garner you a lot of honors.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Let's go.
Lost the football, and it's Washington that scoops it up. 20, 10.
They should have put a stamp on me in the locker room.
Gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. And it is now 21-0.
Is good. Makes this Washington 21. Cardinals nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. He'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen for Freeland. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Murray eluding, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
And there's Kyler Murray being sacked, and in his first year in the league, surprising to a lot of people, he was the most sacked quarterback, went down 48 times. And when you think about the mobility that he possesses, that really does surprise people because they think they can get out of everything. But so often, those young guys who can move around a lot, they keep plays alive so long that sometimes they actually get trapped. Defensive
pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Chase Young brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Here's Andy Lee now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his... Oh, had to get it out quick. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington.
But they didn't have their normal cushion there in order to punt the ball away. It leads to a lot of anxiety for the team kicking the football.
But for the punter, you know that you've got to get rid of that quickly there. Not quick enough.
And also, not stepping behind you and stepping over the end line for a safety. That one gets blocked, and it's 6 points.
And his kick is good.
Makes this Washington 28. Cardinals nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half. Okay, because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. Third quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming. From the gun, Murray. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Ryan Kerrigan picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Murray. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20.
At their own 21-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
What I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. From the 27, Haskins. Being chased out left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Now it's Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
And the Washington first down.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On play action, Haskins. And yet again, it's McLaurin. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On first down, it's Haskins. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown.
Antonio Gibson with his first career NFL touchdown. And this offense is running away with this one. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Washington 35, Cardinals nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Watch the run, watch the run. Check 9, check 9.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Murray's pass.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Mike, check, 59, 59.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. He'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Third down. Here's Haskins. That's going to be caught. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3-and-out. Off the option, that's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Washington offense just continuing to pour it on.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
This Washington 42. Cardinals nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. It's complete to Williams. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 3 yards the gain there, second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And incomplete on the deep ball. The tight end, Max Williams, the intended receiver. But now it'll be third down.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They're going for it. It's Murray. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
Now Haskins on first down. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. A gain of 6 there on first.
Complete.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown.
Touchdown, Cardinals.
This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken about a yard deep and tackled at the 21-yard line. So a net negative there of 4 yards.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Let's not forget, a year ago, this was a last-place team in their division in the National Football League. How quickly the fortunes can turn.
And somewhere, there's a former commissioner smiling down and looking because parity was something he was looking for in this league, and it plays itself out year after year. Last to first is not something that's uncommon in the NFL.
Yeah, a season ago, they didn't have one performance like this, but they put it all together in this ball game.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
2nd down and 3. Haskins will throw. And yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time. Buda Baker with a pick. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. They get the tackle, Marcus Gilbert, 2nd-round pick back in 2011 out of Florida.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Wide. Get wide. Say. Boards. Shoot. Max 22.
Shotgun now for Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
A 5-yard.
Nice catch there by Christian Kirk. Had 709 yards and 3 touchdowns in the 2019 season. I expect those numbers to continue to climb. This is a guy who can play in the slot, play outside, but the number one thing about him, absolute explosiveness, especially after he catches the ball downfield. If you don't make the tackle right there, he's going to take it a long way.
Rolling to his right. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And a 1st and goal coming up here inside the 10-yard line.
They'll take over 1st down and goal at the 9-yard line.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. After the turnover, here's Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. 2nd and 9. Murray going to throw. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Montez Sweat able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
22's coming, Mike. Watch the screen. Pass.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. And that'll set them back 5. And here just playing for pride at this point. Down big, but they'll go for it on 4th and goal. Now Murray's got to have this one. He's going to let it fly. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the Alabama man, Drake Kirkpatrick. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Well, maybe a small measure of revenge for this defense because they've been thoroughly dominated so far, but a brief bright spot there with that pick 6.
Seemingly coming up for air after being dominated as you described. They get a nice play there. Probably not going to change the balance of this game, but they have to feel a little bit better about themselves after that one.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Washington will take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out. But for the most part, They're not as worried and concerned about getting him out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
58. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Jim. Shoot. SOS. Ship. Watch the ship. Hey. Watch the ship.
Haskins going to try to throw it. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington.
And the Washington first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
He was defended by Patrick Peterson.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Haskins. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Rashawn Melvin. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On play action, it's Murray. Steps away. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 50.
Now Murray off play action. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Incomplete. It's 4th down.
3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Murray, one final try. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Cardinals.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Washington, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.